Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody tonight? That's not here. Here, let me share this out. Let's see. The X share. Okay. Let's just grab the link and do a share in my Discord. There we go. So, okay, so nobody's here to say which character they want. Um, so I guess I'm just gonna pick one. And I think I'm gonna go with Queenie. So let me do see whether I can find Queenie. Just choosing this one because, well, I like it. It's just got the clear background and all that. Okay, so she is 5'9". So, uh, uh, and I should get that picture up for myself. Helps when I'm on the right. Yeah, I think that's about the 3/4 mark. Okay, so let me get a picture of the character up for myself to see in a bigger format than what you guys are seeing on the screen right now. Oh. Now, hopefully, in the next couple weeks, next Monday, I should be taking my hard drive in to get looked at, which, yay. Let's over that way, down. So, let's zoom in a little bit more here. Yeah, so hopefully, with taking my hard drive in finally, I'm going to be able to get most, if not all, my data back. Oh, hmm. I'm really giving her a wide but I know some women have it, but it's not really what you want to put in a comic. So, this will ultimately be altered at some point. But I'm just trying to get some stuff on. Hubba dubba doo. Scooby Doo. It's not as bad as I'm thinking, but it's not quite as good as I would like. Those hands are bad. Bad, 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 bad. Bad, 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 bad. Okay, so let's take this tool of mirroring to another layer, and let's get things done that way. So okay, and of course we don't have ourselves on the right layer for mirroring with having moved it. But we took everything back out and we went on the right layer for mirroring. I hate it when it does that. Okay, so that will look a little better once I take some lines out from layer 2. Oh, yabba dabba doo. Okay. Put a couple lines in here. Let's take this and put it on 5, layer 5. Let's go there and oh, going down to 4. Ah, didn't want to. Okay, I guess we should reduce the size of this, get it out from that. Okay, so there, that's good. Okay, what do we want next to do here? Oh, we need, yeah. And I think we're going to bring this back down, the mirroring back down to level 4. Oh, and again, we forgot to go to the layer that had the mirroring. Okay, so now we'll come down to first layer that we had stuff on, get the thing out. We just, 5, we need to get some stuff out of there. Layer 2, again, we need to get some stuff out, like her thing. Okay, I'm liking that. I think layer 4 is this thing there. Not layer 5. Okay. We're going to come to layer 4 here. We're going to zoom in. Probably layer 1 here is where we want to get rid of some of this thing. Okay, so we're going to stay on layer 4 there. We're going to put the eyes, nose, and mouth in. too big there. Let's bring those. Okay, so this thing is not, you know what? It sort of is a bit uniformed. We will just take out where we're not uniforming it. Okay. Okay. Come down to 4. We'll take out that. Let's make our thing a little not quite as there. Take out. Let's see. That's not too bad. There is Queenie. She's trying to overthrow the monarchy in England. So that is, she's going to appear in The Wiz, and we're actually going to have our an episode of The Wiz be over there in jolly old England. So C, so V, and it's where we're going to end up getting a new superhero too. Not sure how much we will follow her. Not the villain, of course, but the hero. My version of Robin Hood. Hey, Parasocial, how are you today? Save as. QUEENRIE. Not yet. He could still show in the next hour and 40 minutes. I know he didn't show 2 weeks ago, but I think that was because he was moving. Good, good, amazed. Tariffs got flagged by both sides or one side. um, uh, I don't know what to say about the whole tariff thing. I think Trump is dumb for doing it, but we've been their number one trading partner, and I don't think he realizes how much the states rely as much on us as we rely on them. At least I believe so, anyways. I thought. Well, I think that was, and obviously, I do think it was a bit. And does our border need to be tightened? Probably a little bit, but not the way that Trump is thinking. I think we have more illegal aliens coming into our country from the States than are going from Canada into the States. And I get fentanyl going into their country is bad, but I think as one reporter said to him, and I don't think he really caught it because of the way he replied. It's like 1%. It's like 1% of the fentanyl that's going into the states is from Canada. Not that we're catching only 1%, but 1% of it going in to the states. That's minuscule for what he's doing. I still think the tariffs will be drastically cut back. It will damage too many American companies that buy parts from here. Yeah, I think that's a very good possibility too. Once they see what's okay. So I just did Queenie. Since you're the only one here, which one do you want to see done? Are the characters here? Razor, who's 6'3", Slug 5'5", Taurus 8 foot, or Warard 5'11". Warard. Basically, I combined Warlock and Wizard. Not Warhard, Warard. Warard. I took the War from Warlord and the Ard from Wizard and combined. And then I got another one with Wizlock, so taking the Wiz from Wizard and the Lock from Warlock. How about the Prussian shield? Well, I haven't figured out any stats on the Prussian shield yet. And right now I'm doing the characters that appear in the first. Well, if things were to go, can he get into your bestiary? Um, Eventually, like I know he's. I'm not sure when I'm gonna have him be in my comics. Um, I am making him. I believe I said a World War One superhero, at least the original one. I'm not sure what I'll do for a present day one, if I will include a present day one. Bestiary. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like something out of Final Fantasy or Dungeons and Dragons. Your thing on list of in that case usually creatures or animals and what it takes to defeat them or whatever their strengths, weaknesses, all that stuff. Bestiary. Oh, you said, can he get into your bestiary? Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, I was thinking of reading it bestiary for once ever. What do you mean bestiary then? Do you mean like what I was just describing? But these are part of the characters that would be quote unquote appearing in the first year and a half if I was monthly, like I would have liked. But can't get everything you want. So I have to. Oh, I don't doubt that, but if I had a modern Prussian shield, I would want any shield that's operating modern day. I want to operate in their country. So yeah, you could have some sort of relatives. Hey Tim, um, relative be. I'm not sure how we would interact with the shield. I know we've discussed it as possible mentor, but I'm not sure about that. Um, this is oh, can anyone? This is the four last characters I have to draw or start draw for. Hey there, you were wondering about Goodnight Spoon. How you doing, Goodnight Spoon? So you have Ray, the last four that I have to draw up for the front view at least, anyways. Well, first of all, this is more. Man, well, at least that's about the same as last week. Says Canada was a big mistake. Oh, are you talking about what I mean? I'm actually doing pretty good. Tomorrow I move all my stuff from my buddies where I've been storing it to a storage unit which I purchased last weekend. So we have Razor at 6'3", Slug at 5'5", Taurus at 8 foot, Warard at 5'11". Slug is a girl and the rest are guys. Anybody want to see a specific character of these ones drawn? Is that no comment to me about something? No comment to, or not war hard, war hard. Take the H out. Tim, let's not say anything mean right now to Goodnight Spoon. He's going through a lot of anxiety and he's going through something that is putting him to the point of agoraphobia, where he's like having a very hard time leaving where he's living. So I don't want to be contributing to that in any factor. You can't see what I'm typing. I blocked him. Wow. Still, it's even if you can't see. I know you have a personal problem with him with stuff that's been said in the past, and that's fine. People can have beefs with whoever they want. Hey, Pilfer. You're going through. I like it. I try and keep away from drama time. Okay, since the only one to put anything in the chat is Parasocial with War Ard. There's a Wizlock. Do I have a word here? I know what he looks like. That's Dark Force. Oh, do I know what he looks like? Oh, there he is. I was confusing him for another one of my characters. Okay, so let's see. But how is it being what joke? You mean the joke about an identity crisis of Infinity Earths? Uh, but how is it? How has it been living with your relative the last week or so? Yeah, I know. There's probably a joke on the identity crisis and crisis of Infinite Earths in DC. Okay, so there is War Art. Let me bring him up for my convenience so I can look at him while I'm drawing. Oh, I knew exactly what you were talking about. It just wasn't that funny. As I think I indicated by saying exactly what it was from. Oh, good. Sorry to hear that, Spoon. Well, some good news for me. I think I just told you if you guys heard. Tomorrow I move my stuff from my buddy's place to my thing. So Thursday you see a couple bookshelves behind me with a whole bunch of DVDs on. Another china cabinet that sort of displays some stuff. Which I'm not sure what I'll have in it exactly. Yeah, I refused to hand it over because it wasn't funny. I knew exactly what you're talking about when I actually read it. Is it there now? Is what where now? Well, no, it's not at my not here yet. Tomorrow when I do the moving, it's at my buddy's place, and most of my stuff's going to a storage unit, and a little bit of stuff is coming here. So you'll be able to see it. Well, I'll make a point of showing it on Thursday during the thing, the silhouette game, which is for those who want to come. Characters that had their first appearance debuted in 2001. I too have news. I finished two When We Were Wizards podcast about the TSR, and I have made a first attempt to start nix the storage unit. I can't nix the storage unit. Not all my, well, technically, probably all my stuff would fit in this room, but I wouldn't fit in here along with my stuff. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not throwing out a whole bunch of information about my comics. I'm not throwing out a whole bunch of books. Uh, and I know there's a lot of other stuff. A couple filing cabinets, and I've already paid for the thing, so it doesn't matter. I downsized when I left the apartment. I will go through stuff, see whether I can downsize any more. Hey Tim, uh, I have even more important news than all the other news. Is very little importance in comparison. Melbourne 4 is one page away from the halfway mark. I'm not sure whether that's all that super important. Good one, Tim. And then, of course, there's photo albums in there and all that for pictures of me and my mom. Okay, so let's take these couple things out. That's a huge part of the TS lore car. And the drama being soon when both of them signed contracts to turn it over to TSR and can change for royalties. Okay, so we're gonna take this up to the next level layer, and we're gonna go on that layer so we can create things like the gloves. TSR Tony's sister is blip 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 blip. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now let's get the skirting. Well, among the many other subplots, I may be misremembering, but did Gygax lose the rights to create an alternate system? He speaks his English. Me? Okay, so let's. Okay, so let's add a few lines here, eh? Let's get. Let's put some knees in there. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna read that stuff. Good Night Spoon can read it. Or Timothy if he wants to. Uh, Parasocials, oh, or is it, or, or it's just something about the, yeah, it's something about D&D and all that stuff. I'm not just like, no, I'm just more meant you can read it if you want to. I'm not saying you have to read it to me. D&D is, I know it's not evil, right? Rick. Uh, I've played a little bit of it online with you. I played the final, well, not I think D&D with you, but with Chester and Dillard, Metal, um, I just what you're talking about it about. I have no idea. Well, I get sort of the gist of it, but I'm just not really interested either. What's a gimp mask? Tim. Uh, I know I've seen Pulp Fiction, but I'm not even sure what you mean by that. Okay, so that is his costume, but he does have one thing that he usually carries with him. I'm gonna put it right here beside him. I'll zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna take out layer one and layer two. I'm gonna these back in. Oh, so is he real or fiction? Who? Are you talking to Parasocial, Tim? Yes. Hey, Herman, how are you? Been a while. How's your new book going? Okay. Where do I grab that? Oh, I think right there. Control Z. Okay, let's add another layer here, and then we will. Book's not going so great. Oh, why? What's happening? Is it publishing? I paid the money for cable Comic Con coming up this weekend. Only this week. That I may not have cable. Why won't you have a table? What's going on with that? Audible has yet to put my Audible. Ooh, that's not good. Uh, the original organizer of the con pulled out. A new group came in, but I didn't know until last. What's the book title? Herman has a bunch of novels that you can get on. Uh, some of them audio. Well, I think they're all on. Can get audio of them all on Amazon, and um, you can get a physical book from Amazon too. Um, you don't have. I don't know why, but you don't seem to have a thing. Let me make sure you have a. Uh, add as mod. Standard mod. Say. Okay, you now have your wrench again. Sorry if I took it away a while back. You can put a link to your books on Amazon or whatever there, if you want. Par- a Parasocial, but Jeff. Oh, the wrench was on Jeff Potts. Okay, well, you can do it with this, anyways. One now. Is that just is that that's just the physical books. If you want to put your link to your Can you get the audiobooks there too, Herman, Jeff? So I need to get the second and the third physical copy. Do you? How many books do you have out at the moment, Herman? Four. Okay, so I got to get the three of them. I listened to the second one. I don't think I've got to read or listen to the. I should actually get the audio. I can listen to them at work while working. There, this is my Audible author page. All of my books are there too, except for your the present one, which they have yet to put up, right? Which is your fourth one. Do you know what's taking so long, or have they inquired? Okay, so that some parts of this need to probably be made a little bit different. His staff, maybe I need to make it a little taller. But there is Warard. If you have a Spotify premium membership, you have access to all my audiobooks. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Can you purchase them on Spotify? I have no idea why Audible's taking, except that they are part of Amazon and Amazon. So I've heard, guys, I've heard the first, I read the first one, listened to the first one, or did I actually read the first one? I know I listened to it, but I bought it too. Not war hard. You keep putting that H in there. I'm beginning to think it's on purpose. Just to annoy me. I have a prejudice against magicians. Well, that's good. This guy's a bad guy. You're not supposed to like bad guys. Well, I guess you. I'm not sure how that actually goes. Because lots of people like the Joker, love to hate them, like them as a villain. I'm not sure. If he's called, he's Warard, W A R A, W A R ARD. I combined Warlock and Wizard. The last half of Wizard, first half of Warlock, and made that name of a character. And I did the opposite. Took the first half of Wizard and the last half of Warlock, combined those, and made that a character as well. The Wizards do like their apprentices to be a twink. What about Sorcerer? Well, or is that a question to Goodnight Spoon? Or Goodnight Spoon, is that a question to Parasocial? Or me about is technically wizards and warlocks are sorcerers, but they don't get called sorcerers. Sorlock? I don't know. Do you have? Is there another name for wizards, sorcerers, wizards, warlocks? Sorzard? Okay, that I have no idea. I'm thinking simple language. Okay, so and that most people know. Remember that in first edition D&D, you got a new title every level. Okay. What do you mean most people know? Most people know, I've heard of wizards, warlocks, sorcerers. Is there another name that like that for a guy magician? I guess I could just combine it with magician, but girls can be. Are girls just? Would they be considered magic? Can you have magician girls? I know Yu-Gi-Oh would say yes. Magician girl or whatever. Thank you. There, there he is. Matlock. Good one. Matlock would be more magician and sorcerer. Magister? Sourcelock? The Archmagus. Arcanist? Ooh, maybe. Arcanist. Yeah, well, I was thinking witches, of course, and sorceress. There's sorceresses. Let's see. Arcanan. Arcanus? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so we're down to 3. Any particular one you guys want to see done up next? Razor, who's 6'3", Slug, who's 5'5", and Taurus, who is 8 foot. Slug. Okay. Unless anybody else, since it's been what's his name all night? I'm gonna use the one that I don't really like as much, just because I think it's. You know what? I'm gonna use the one that I like better. I don't care about the white back. Well, I do care a little bit about the white background, but Slugma. So she is 5'5", so she's just under 5.5 feet. That looks about halfway, so right about the slug tard. Oh, you guys are like combining the names there. Okay, so let's see. Let me get a picture of slug up for me so I can see. That's a very bad drawing on my part. That drawing is probably 10 years old. And just to show you, because her hands can morph into weapons that can shoot projectiles. You know, like guns where they have slugs. And here, I'll show you. Although this is not my best drawing. Yeah, sort of like Mega Man. Here, I'll just quickly go over this. Because and Polka Dot Man, because I was expecting a slug. Yes, exactly. I wanted to do something different, unexpected. So I went with a different meaning for slug. Anyone catch the conga? No, I didn't. Well, I'd say obviously, but probably not obviously. I watched now or no mention of Canada or the Ukraine. Now, I know this is not even that good, but probably looks a little better. Okay. Anyways, here I probably will make her. I might put one arm as changed, or I might put both arms as normal hands. Okay, so I was watching it. And what do you think, Herman? Red. Well, I don't really care about it either. Am I addressing Congress either? I'm too pissed. Your personal events, you mean? With but yeah, back on that. I would think that they would have to honor the contracts. Anybody who put in money for a thing, yeah, you would think that they would honor that contract instead of trying to, get everybody to a whole bunch of new people to sign up. And if that was so, then the other company should have been giving back money. Yeah, well, I've sent out some emails to make sure I have a spot. Oh, that's good. And you just haven't heard back yet, I take it? I just put a deposit down this week on Hamilton Comic Con for in September. If not, I'll be sending emails out demanding a refund. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the emails went out a couple hours ago. I don't think I'll hear anything. Yeah, probably not. I can't say I've ever heard of something like that happening. So well, you have to let us know what happens with that. Do I know what my heart rate is? I've tested it a few times at those things, and you see them all. You know, sit down and it does that thing around your arm. I'm presuming you guys have them in the States as well. I'm not sure what it's been over a year since I've done it. I know when I was out, I did it when I was out west, and I forget. I think it was slightly above or below normal. I think that's well. They do blood prep. I think they do a few different things: heart rate, blood, like your beats per minute, and all that. I think they do a few things. Okay, so I like. Okay, now we just need to do these shoulder things. Okay, so let's take some stuff out of here. There we go. One on this side too. Uh, uh, let's see, one of those. Gene Hack was killed. Oh, how? Okay, so I'm gonna take this arm here and we're gonna extend it into sort of shotgun-like thing. What, one barrel, not double barreled. And then this one here we will make into Hey Mike, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And hitting the like and sharing and saying hi. How was your show tonight? It's still being investigated. Oh. So there is Slug. Slug-a-dug-dug. She's not in a tub. I actually like the way that turned out, too. She's a little bit beefier than I would like. But still, even with that, I like the way it turned out. Let's select the list, Control C. He and his wife were dead for 9 days. So, oh wow, that's a little crazy. Gene Hackman. He's the guy that played Lex Luthor, right? Or am I thinking of a different actor? Like in played Lex Luthor in uh, Christopher Reeve movies. Yes, it was Gene Hackman. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm thinking of the right guy. He must have been quite old. Let's see. See. Okay, so we're down to one. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next week beyond the one character. Oh, I can go back and try others. Start getting them done a little bit better. The fronts. Oh, in a few weeks too, I should have my. Hopefully, I'll have my hard information off my hard drive. Should be taking it in next a week from Monday. From Monday? No, Monday. Yeah. Okay. Which one do you want to see done now of the two that we have left? And if everybody could hit that like button and share too, I should have said something earlier. Okay, nobody's got anything to say? Any whatever? I think then I will just choose which one. And I'm gonna do Taurus. He's a little easier. And that ain't no bull. Oh, he's 8 foot tall, just like our ever loving, non blue eyed thing. I'm reading about Hackman. It gets weirder allegedly. Okay. I'm not sure whether I want to know then. But I'll probably get you to tell me anyways. Oh, no. Use it. I would say it's better not to know at this point. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Oh, what news is about? He died with his wife in this house, apparently, and possibly was murdered. And he is layer 4 to put on the costume pieces. Yeah, I can. Okay, I gotta take a little bit. For the most part, we're probably just not important enough to mention. Which can be a good thing or a bad thing. Then again, most people don't see Canada as a threat, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, let's see now. So let's grab this. Apparently, their language in Panama, language in the Panama Treaty, that if it's dominated by another country, it can be reoccupied. Okay. And Trump is claiming that China was dominating the canal, which it was. Okay, well. A lot of ways, I don't care about, and this may sound bad, I don't care about other countries. Let them deal with Trump how they want to deal with Trump. I'm not sure exactly completely how Canada should, but I just know I don't want to become part of the States. I like you guys as neighbors, but I don't want to be living in the same house. uh, yeah, but if they're managing, is that dominating? I guess I can see how it could be construed that way, but I'm confused. That is what Trump is doing locally. Yes, Elk is Canadian. And I could still do the whole Canadian, well, the Canadian Shield thing. It's still landmass. Wouldn't have the same. Well, see, just in my comic universe, the states wouldn't have taken over Canada or whatever. Rules agreed in the UN Charter laws of C. IFMO World Bank states. Yes, but not T per Scientology audit used to have the name Elk something. He's been known as parasocial around lately. Um, Sometimes we still call him Elk though. And he is Canadian. He is from central Canada, the Prairie provinces. I won't go further than that, and that's it. Elk will be Antioch. Okay, yeah. And I never said we did. You just Americans want to think so. Or some of you, anyways. Yes. I don't care to boo the seals. Might startle them just a little bit too much. I'm right on the southern end of the Caribou Range and polar bears. Yeah, just so long as they're not bipolar bears, you know, not really knowing. Moody one day, hyper the next. I was spelling it correctly like a minute ago. Oh, there we go. I think I was. All your characters have Jim Bruce. Um, they do not. Well, maybe I don't know. I just got to get better at drawing women. I'm not great at drawing women. Sue me. Yeah, yeah. This is the villains, or this is one set of the villains. Oh, they could be drawn better. Cross Helen villain. That's let's see, and there's one more to come for well for that height thing for the villains. Let's see, villain. Here's the first set that it didn't let me add these ones on to. How much? How much did that? Uh, Extendo. Yes. Um, this cost me 200 Canadian, and that's with shipping, and that's 8 foot tall. So I think Lily Bee would be a lot smaller, so she'd be cheaper. And I got it out of the best material for them. What extends? Well, every part of his body, but usually it's his hands and legs and feet that are doing the extending. No. Let me see. Give me a sec here. I should have. I forget what it's under. Do, 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 do. Uh, Let me. Uh, cut out. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the site that I got it from. Yeah, I want to get more too. How did you get? Just regular. I forget what the ship. I think I'm not sure whether did it fold. Yeah, it folds. That folds in three. Here's a better look, especially with the ones that are a little bigger. Oh, way before Rick and Morty were even thought of. Well, still not out far enough for ape. There we go. When standing straight up, ape there is 40 feet tall. So, do not save. So that means next week we have one character left to do. But then we're gonna restart going over these other our characters, hopefully getting them looking a little bit better on the thing, because there are some here that like Extendo. He's a little too thick. I want him to be a little bit more thinner. Even Ghost Spirit, he's a bit off. Some of the proportions, like even Ice Woman, her proportions are a little bit off there. King is pretty good. Libra's not too bad. Match needs a little work. Probably Merc. Pink Snorker does a little bit. White Witch, Pisces. Watchtower's not too bad. Wizlock definitely needs some work. Probably Virgo. Wolfang's a little too thick. He needs to be a little thinner. Raptor needs a lot of work. And some of these women need a little bit of work. Stellar needs a fair bit. Even Taurus, which I did tonight, needs a bit of work. But that's going to be it for the night, folks. I can't stay up too extra late because, well, I got to get up at probably no later than 8. Probably going to set my alarm for 7:30 because I'm moving all my stuff from my buddy's place to a storage unit, and some of it, well, most of it to a storage unit. Some of it will be here, and come by Thursday and get to see some of the things in my my digs. Like most of you have seen my room the way it is at the moment. Although it's a little bit of a mess at the moment, but it's also fairly clean. And for there we go for pilfer. The whole enchilada, 8 foot tall, life size Canadian Shield. So yeah, good night, everyone. God bless. We will see you Thursday for the silhouette game. So, God bless. See you then. Yes, he is a big boy. So we will see you then, hopefully. God bless. Love you all.